Hi guys, my name is Laila Winters, and if you're watching this video, you probably found it by clicking on the link on my Twitter account. If you are following me, then you also know that I am a querying writer who is neck deep in the query trenches with my young adult fantasy novel Sins of the Sea, which includes magic and pirates and dragons and direwolves and all kinds of things. And if you're following me, then you also know I've been saying for a really long time that I wanted to start a YouTube author channel. I don't know how far I'm going to get with it. I don't know how often I'll update and post videos and do all this fun stuff because I am not good at it. Hopefully I get better at it. But without further ado, I'm going to just quickly jump into the Authortube Newbie tag thing. This is the 9th or 10th time I've tried filming this, and I mess it up every single time, and I'm really tired of filming and annoying my dog and probably my neighbors. So I'm just going to jump into it, but really quickly, as a disclaimer, you can't see it, but I have a really noisy air conditioning unit in my window that is right there. I'm sure you guys hear it. I apologize. Like I said, me and my girlfriend Jen live in an apartment complex, and the walls are paper thin, and my neighbors are really noisy, so they're constantly running downstairs, slamming doors. I think the guy who lives up there is like a track star or something. But I have a really sensitive English bulldog who is directly behind my laptop, so if my laptop just goes sideways, then yeah, he did it. But the only way to keep him calm and to like kind of wash out the noises a little bit is to keep that unit running 24/7. So my apartment is freezing, but the dog is content, so yeah. Also, my laptop has a tendency that if it's on for too long, screen goes black and it jumps to screensaver, so you will see me scrambling, trying to get the screen back on really quick. I apologize. So, anyway, without further ado, so I can stop rambling, Authortube Newbie questions. Number 1, how did you find out about Authortube? I found out about Authortube through Alexa Dunn. She is the author of Brightly Burning, which is actually somewhere behind me on one of these shelves, I don't know. But she talks about querying and gives writing resources, and it's just all around amazing. I love her. I love watching her videos. If you need any kind of resources, I suggest checking her channel out first, because she is very blunt about the process and querying and what it's like to be published and have an editor and all kinds of stuff. So I really recommend her. Check her out. I will, if I remember, try to link her down below. Don't quote me. Don't hold me to that. Yeah. So question number 2 is, what genres do you write in? I write primarily young adult fantasy. I tried my hand at writing science fiction, and I actually have a young adult science fiction novel self-published on Amazon, but I'm not going to talk about that because it is not the greatest thing in the world. But at some point I actually want to do a whole video on why you shouldn't jump the gun and rush into self-publishing before your book is ready. Don't pull Laila. Don't do that. Question number 3 is, what is your preferred writing tense, point of view, and category of story? My preferred writing tense is past tense. I've tried present tense. I don't care for it. Point of view, I write usually in third person. I have recently tried writing first person. I also don't really care for it. The continual use of I is just weird. I don't know. It's like a self-insert, and I just don't like it. Category is young adult, although at some point I do want to try diving into adult, because even though I don't look it, I am 25 years old and should probably explore books for my own age. So, at some point, yeah, not really. Number 4 is, are you a plotter, pantser, or plancer? I am a hardcore plancer. I plot things in my brain. Sometimes I will write those plots down, and then my characters have a tendency to do whatever the hell they want, and go off script, and take control, and I am their muse, and I do what they tell me to do. So yeah, I'm a plancer. I don't usually stick to my plots. If you've read SOS, which is my novel Sins of the Sea, I call it SOS because I'm lazy. 90% of what happened in that book was never meant to happen, but it did, because that's what Finn and Sol and Riel and Emil and everybody told me to do, so that's what I did. Question number 5, and I'm going to run out of fingers, and there goes my laptop. Question number 5 is, are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? Like I said before, I have a very shamefully self-published novel that is out there. It's not doing too bad, so I don't know why I'm saying shamefully, because it was my first book and I love the characters dearly and I love the book dearly. It just was not the greatest thing and it was not ready to be published, but it is out there. I will go into another video about that at some point, so yeah. But I am currently querying, so technically I guess I am soon not yet to be published or something to that effect, I don't know. What is your dream publishing house or literary agent? Anybody who wants my book. They are my dream. I will do whatever they tell me to do. That's my dream. I don't have anyone in particular. Big 5 would be nice, but probably not going to happen, which is okay. So my dream agent or publisher is just anybody who wants to give SOS a chance, because I would appreciate it, and I love the book, and I hope somebody else loves the book, so yeah. Number 7 is, what Authortube related videos can we expect to see on your channel? I really want to do videos about the querying process, because if you're like me, you suffer from like severe social anxiety and you are manic depressant, and writing and querying takes a really big toll on your mental health, and so I really want to do videos on like how to overcome that a little bit, or at least make it more bearable. I also want to do book reviews and stuff like that. I don't want this to be like a BookTube specific channel, because it's not. I am obviously a very avid reader by the 500 books behind, or 300 books behind me, but this isn't going to be specifically dedicated to BookTube. So yeah, so some book reviews, mostly about the writing process. Me and Jen might do challenge videos sometimes. I don't know. I don't think I've actually talked to her about that, so she's gonna watch this. Sorry, babe, let's do challenge videos. Question number 8 is, when did you start writing? The first story I ever wrote, I was in 1st grade, and it was a Pokemon fan fiction, and I distinctly remember I made Pikachu evolve into Raichu, and I gave it to my best friend on the bus on the way to school, and she was in the seat behind me, was so pissed off that Pikachu evolved that she stood up on the bus, threw the notebook over the seat at me, and smacked me in the face with it. So, yeah. Number 9 is, what was the first story you ever wrote? So, there you go, it's Pokemon fanfiction. I also did a book when I was like 8 or 9 called Chico de Salsa, which was about my Chihuahua named Chico that we adopted from an animal shelter. It was about like puppy murders, and he was like a detective trying to solve the puppy murders, and it turns out the twist was he was the murderer, because I was 9 years old and apparently very dark and gruesome, and can't say I'm any different now at 25. So, what authors have inspired your writing the most? I'm probably going to catch hell for saying this, but whatever. When I was younger, the very first books that my mom ever actually bought for me was the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. She really inspired me to start taking writing a little bit more seriously. I don't really read her books much anymore, and I haven't for a really long time, but her writing style, her themes, her plots, her concepts, her characters, all made me want to start taking it a little bit more seriously, and I moved on from writing fan fiction, which I still do on occasion, so yeah. But I went from fan fiction to like coming up with my own original ideas, so I guess I do have to kind of give credit for this to Miss Cassandra Clare. Number 11 is, do you schedule your writing sessions or simply get to writing whenever you can find the time? I am a scheduled person in every other aspect of my life, except for my writing. I lose my mind and go crazy if things are on a schedule and then they deviate from that schedule, so I don't do that with my writing because I'm already anxious and nervous about it enough, so I try not to, like, add to that. But no, I write whenever I find the time or whenever inspiration strikes. If I'm out somewhere, which is not very often, but if I'm out somewhere, I usually have my phone, and I have an app called OneNote, which whatever I write on my phone automatically gets transferred to my laptop, which is really nice and really convenient. So, nope, I write when inspiration strikes, and there's no schedules, because, yeah, no schedules. Number 12 is, do you type on a computer, typewriter, write everything by hand, and where do you write in general? I do everything on my laptop. I have really bad like arthritis and carpal tunnel in my hands, so I can't handwrite anything for long periods of time without my hands like locking up. There goes my laptop, but without my hands locking up, so I tend to not do it. Sometimes I do plot by hand, but like I said earlier, I typically deviate from my plots anyway, and the notebooks tend to get lost. So I write on my laptop and in my living room, on the couch with either Jen or my dog Moo sitting next to me, which my living room is pretty cool because like I have 300 books that I fit into a 600 square foot apartment. So yeah, so it's pretty cool. And number 13 is, what are you most looking forward to now that you are part of Authortube? Honestly, I'm really looking forward to like the sense of community that seems to be on here. If you follow me on Twitter, you know I'm ridiculously anxious, and I suffer from severe social anxiety. I barely leave my house. It drives Jen and my family insane because they want to go do things, and I can't go do things. So I'm hoping that by putting myself out there a little bit more with Authortube, that maybe it'll socialize me a little bit so that leaving my house is just a little bit more bearable. Who knows? But, yeah, this video is 11 minutes and 15 seconds so far, and if you're still watching this, kudos to you. If you clicked out of it, then I don't blame you because I ramble. Really quickly, I do want to note that, in the description box thingy below, I'm going to post a link to my blog, and I'm actually going to transcribe this video a little bit, and I will put a blog post that answers all these questions if you don't want to watch me ramble for 10 minutes. I personally have a very hard time processing anything auditory. I don't think that's auditorily, I don't know. But I don't do very well if I hear something and it doesn't register in my brain. I'm not hard of hearing, but it just, yeah. Even when I watch TV, I have to do it with subtitles on, because if I read what's going on and what they're saying, I can comprehend it, but if I hear it, it just goes in one ear and out the other, and I don't process it. So for anybody else who is like that, I'm going to transcribe the meat of this video in a blog post, so you can just read my answers as opposed to go through all this. And I also, because I'm anxious, I talk really, really fast. So if you're thinking to yourself, wait a minute, did I miss something? Yes, you probably did, and it is 100% my fault, not yours. So, anyway, if you stuck around through all going on 13 minutes of this, I applaud you. Thank you. And yeah, I will link everything I've mentioned down below. And subscribe, do all that weird YouTube-y stuff, and hopefully I will see you for the next